everybody, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl and I'm here to share our next video, which is, it is better to be in a house of mourning than in a house of feasting. I used to read that Bible verse and think to myself, what does that possibly mean? Why does it mean that it's better to be in a house of mourning than in a house of feasting? And as I was walking through the cemetery, I was contemplating this Bible verse. And I realized why that Bible verse is even in the Bible. It's in reference to us just being able to take the moment to reflect of how short life is, how precious life is, and how in a blink of an eye, your whole world just changes. Whether it is you losing someone or whether it is that you notice it's your last breath or you don't even have time to recognize it's your last breath. It just gives you this idea of we are not immortal, that we have a small amount of time in which we are to do what we desire to do with that time frame that we're given. And my husband and I, we were walking through the cemetery and just kind of thinking what each life that was buried there was like, how each person lived their life. It made us think, who were these people? What did they do? How did they spend the little dash between, their dates? And how did they impact the world, or did they? Because these are names that, that we were reading on the tombstones and we were like, we don't know any of them, right? And in the same way, it's going to be for us. Like, what legacy are we leaving? What is the purpose of the dash between our dates are going to be? We don't know the end date, and all we know is it's imminent, it's going to be coming, but it helps us take a time of reflection. And that's why I think that Bible verse just says it is better to be in a house of mourning than it is in a house of feasting, because when you're feasting and you're joyful, you're not thinking about the existential questions. You're not thinking about the deeper meaning of life, and you're too occupied with just pleasure and enjoying yourself. And I think taking a moment to walk through a cemetery and just contemplating the lives that are there and just taking a moment to say, like, there'll be people one day looking at our gravestone, probably wondering the same thing. They're wanting to know, what is the meaning of all of this? What happens to us when, we pass? Is there a purpose to this life that we're living in? And I think for us, there is definitely a purpose. And when we find Jesus Christ in our life, he becomes our purpose. He becomes our reason, not just for a season, but he is the reason for our dash. He is the reason for why we do whatever it is that we do. And we try to glorify him in everything that we do, even if it might be disagreeable to people. You look at the life of Jesus. Jesus was never completely agreeable with everyone. He bumped head with some of the best leaders out there, and it cost him his life. And you think about, how you're living now and how you are honoring God with the life that you are given, even if you might bump heads with people. As long as you are honoring God in what it is that you're doing, I think that is the most important thing that we can ever do. And so as you spend time with your family during this holiday season of, feasting, I guess you could say, I also hope that you take some time for meditation and think about what is the purpose of the life that you have, and think about going into the new year with a mindset of, Lord, I'm surrendering all. I'm giving all. What do you want me to do with what I have, with this life that you are giving me? And I'm praying that this is the attitude that we are walking into the new year. So, guys, this is a short message. I hope you are enjoying time with family and being able to just be a blessing. And, as long as you are doing it to honor, God and what it is that you are doing, may the Lord bless you. And with that said, may you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care. Bye.